totally and brutally honest here. Sean Corbyn makes Valerie Brudov look like Ivan Drago. It's as simple as that. He's beat what's in front of him tonight. He faces me. He's going to visit mental demons again. And let's get something straight. Come to me, mate. You come to me. Next time, ain't no judge is going to be leaders. I'm going to do worse than Kovalev. I am going to do worse than Kovalev.
Saturday night, mate, you better hold it together. I'm going to smash it near you to pieces, mate. I'm going to hit him. When he gets in the ring and we get 10-ounce gloves on, I'm going to smash his head to bits. I'm going to do it November the 30th against all odds. No matter what people say, the journalists write what you want. All as I'll say is tune back in and then look at me on December the 1st when I am world champion. It's as simple as that.
I'm willing to die in that ring. It's as simple as that. I am willing to die. I'm willing to die, Saturday. Is he? You fucking rat.
I've had quite the nominations coming in. The boys are on the ball on Twitter anyway. Sam Dorset nominating Steve Cunningham, who is getting on the Tyson Fury glove situation, saying that Fury was holding his gloves the wrong way. Leon has nominated Colin Royal, saying that Tony Bellew is Britain's best ever cruiserweight, after Man Overboard had nominated David Hay. Damien Street has nominated, was it Logan Paul, for getting knocked out. Boxing Bet Guru. No, the first one was Sam Dorset, I think, Ozzy. Yeah, Sam _Dorset on Twitter. Yeah, Sam Dorset.
Okay.
Nominated Heyman's Planet. Trading Leather Boxing has nominated Steve Bunce. Bunce, he tweeted out, "Professional boxing is the only sport that can survive the corona chaos. We have no league, we have no tournaments, the best don't need to fight the best. We invent qualifiers, we do what we like, we cancel, postpone, rearrange, and model our way through any crisis." Trading Leather Boxing says, basically just describe Box Nation there. So I thought that was quite a good one. Holt has nominated Floyd. He sent me a video. I watched it whenever it was sent, and I can't for the life of me remember what Floyd was going on about. But we always like a Floyd nomination, don't we? Ted Barrett has said Bellew of the Week nomination for Porky, for saying that Quigg is not the sharpest tool in the box, and you've made him not even sharper, talking about Joe Gallagher. Declan Graffin has nominated Anthony Mundine. Anthony smells a conspiracy. Can get right on board with that one there. Ewan Rebel Boxing has said that Tony Bellew is the consensus cruiserweight number 1 way back in 2016. Prime Tyke Myson has nominated him for that. Guillermo Quitondo has nominated Gypsy King. Gypsy King tweeted out, "Who is pound for pound number 1? For me, it's Billy Joe Saunders. His skill set is incredible. Comment below if you think it's someone else." Ian has nominated Redman, who says that Chisora will spank Usyk. Usyk is in for a shock with a proper big, sting, rough heavyweight. Let's flick on through them. Ted Barrett has nominated Eddie Hearn for saying that Chisora has been unbeatable at times at the O2. Here we go. Quite a few people, including Ozzy there, nominating Anthony Fowler. Qais Ashfaq said, "Here, Fowler, does CBD cure or prevent coronavirus in any way? Surely it must do, right? I ain't even taking the piss." And Fowles jumped in and said, 100%, it helps your immune system, so it will help prevent you getting coronavirus. That or any other disease, son. Research it yourself, it's science. Don't just take my word for it. Well, I was ready to take his word for it, Ozzy, but don't just take his word for it. It's science, says Ant.
Well, look, if Anthony Fowler can do it, it'd be the biggest achievement of his career. If he can cure the virus, then Fowler in. That's what I say.
That guy that had him nominate him or ask his fucking wife to marry him or fella to be his... What did he do? He did a video to ask his friend to be his best man.
Oh,
Anthony Fowler, that fella just broke down in tears when the news of CBD being the cure for COVID-19 came out. He was emotional again. Cried his eyes out. Bathed in his tears.
If Fowler is the cure, then what is the disease? I suppose you have to ask yourself. Just flicking down Twitter here, trying to see if I can find any more for you. Dobson _BoxBet says the World Health Organisation has it down as a pandemic. The UK government is banning public gatherings. Frank, God love him, loves a cancellation at the best of times. He's saying the show is going on as planned when it comes to Dubois versus Joyce. Frank can't afford a cancellation, can he, man? He can't be cancelling that one. He's going to go on regardless.
I just think it was Sylvester Stallone and Cobra. Remember, he goes into the supermarket, actually, and he tries to get the terrorist who's got the person. He says, "You're a disease. I'm the cure." So I think Donald Trump's going to be the cure, actually, because he's tested negative. He's obviously either got that, he's either got the the vaccine or he's no human. So Donald Trump might be the person who carries the antibodies.
Well, don't write off Anthony Fowler. He could be jumping in as a late entry. He's been nominated for Bellew of the Week anyway. He's a good early front runner. Daniel Beckham has nominated self-crowned lineal champion. Could be a bit of a troll, this one, saying that Fury should be stripped of his WBC title and it given to a worthy fighter like Dave Allen. David Almond has nominated Michael Buffer. Buffer tweeted out, "My bruv Derek, this old geezer wants a pair of those lovely comfy looking slippers or shoes. Hashtag let's get ready to rumble." What's going on with Buffer? The old Danny Dyer, bit of Dick Van Dyke flowing in here. It's not him running the count, is it, Andy?
No, if it is, he's up obviously about 5 times a night having a piss because he's all prostrate. He's kind of tickling him a little bit. So either that or Eddie's working overtime because he's got no shows to promote and stuff. And the way Eddie's talking is, well, I'll come back to him actually, so we'll just move on for that. But Michael Buffer, his Twitter account is probably a parody right now.
Mashed on the old CBD. Eggy Phil has nominated Clearwater at Chick Girly Girl. She says Bryant Jennings would definitely beat Usyk. That power is between these two is ridiculous. You see Jennings has to stop him after Derek has tagged him. Michael has been nominated by Armchair Jake. War Chisora ain't retiring on his stool, absolutely no chance. He's an old school brawler. And finally, Gavin Stevens has nominated Young Pharaoh, who's looking for a bit of a white supremacy conspiracy, saying Fury was making hand gestures and stuff, KKK gestures after the Wilder fight. Yeah, we can get on board with that one, can't we? Go on then, Andy. Eddie Hearn, what's Eddie been up to this week?
Oh, Eddie's just been Eddie, you know. It's all about the pound note. It's all about, you know, the balance sheet, profit margins. But I did think 2 comments basically quite funny that he did say is Hearn on the coronavirus it excites him as a businessman, because if his competitors are feeling it, if he's feeling it, his competitors are feeling it 10 times harder. And he says we're getting tested at this point, and we've got to be positive. Yeah, he did say that. But you know, the best bit as well is when he says in every business where this type of thing happens, there's opportunity. So that'd be like the wankers were sitting there, you know, hedging stock when their shit kind of like, you know, want to make a killing somewhere. Or like Oscar Schindler says, you know, profit in time of war, which is just where we're kind of heading with these kind of draconian type kind of responses we're going to get. You know, so we'll put Eddie Hearn in there as well, but at the end of the day, he says, I accept that challenge. And I want to put my baby bro, Adrian Broner, for getting caught on a DUI, passed out in a Rolls Royce. According to the police, and I quote, I'll read this out actually. TMZ Sports have obtained the police report which says officers responding to a call of a male driver passed out behind the wheel of a black Rolls Royce SUV. Cops say they tried to bang on the window to wake up Brunner, but ultimately needed to shake the car to get a response from Adrian. Once he woke up, a confused Adrian rolled down his window and a cop reached inside the car and put it in park. Officers ultimately got Brunner out of the vehicle and noticed he had a low, slurred speech and bloodshot, watery eyes. Cops administered a field sobriety test. Brunner did not perform very well and was later arrested on site for DUI. Baby bro, contact me, brother. I'll put an arm round about you. I'll talk you through this. You know who I am. Come to me. Come on. Come on.
Andy, you're the last person he needs right now. Come on.
If he's hoping to pass a field sobriety test, then I come to me right now, brother. Just don't contact me.
There's a reality show waiting to happen. AP and AB together. It's like some kind of fucking unlikely duo.
See, to be honest though, I would be the last man standing. There is no way I get caught sleeping in a fucking parked SUV, gassed out my fucking nut. I'd be wrapping about a fucking tree. I'd do it in style. I wouldn't get woken up by the police. I could take the morgue.
See what would happen to me if I woke up in my fucking Rolls Royce? See a fella said that to me years ago. He said, you know, Chris Brown, like when he beat up Rihanna, he was supposed to be driving his Lamborghini to the Grammys. He said, you know what would happen to me if I was driving my Lamborghini to the Grammys with Rihanna in the passenger seat? I said, what? He said, "Me dad be calling me to get up for work." I'd be fucking dreaming.
Thing is, why didn't Broner get a responsible friend to drive him home? Someone like, I don't know, Errol Spence or whatever, couldn't have given him a lift?
Yeah, one of the boys. Spence was like, "You want to lift home, bro?" He's like, "No, I got this."
Broner was like, "Nah, I'll just drive myself, thanks." Oh dear, poor old AB. I love an AB nomination. Clarissa Shields has got a late one coming in here on Twitter. Breaking news, says Clarissa. I tested positive for being undefeated. So, you know, she's giving herself a pat on the back again there.
Did she honestly say that?
Yeah.
Oh,
just seen it there.
What would go through her head to think that is, you know, oh yeah, the world is in a fucking dealing with a huge killer virus, and I'll test positive for being undefeated. Fuck me. What an idiot.
Clarissa. Go on then, Ozzy, what have you got to throw in this week? I know you were big on Fowler.
Oh, I've just got to echo the Fowler CBD oil comments. I just cannot. In a time from where people, you know, are panicking and stuff like that, he's trying to flag his oil just to basically just to benefit more cash. So I'm astonished with that. I'm trying to think. That's probably it, really. I think my vote is Anthony Fowler without a doubt, 100%. So
Eddie Hearn for me.
I'm looking forward to hearing any others, but yeah, it'll take a lot to sway me from Fowler. Hearn a close second.
Oh, remember Lennox Lewis called them out in that shit as well. Remember?
We did. Yeah. Someone told me he deactivated his account for.
Nah, it was bullshit.
Oh, was it? Right.
Yeah. I think what happened is somebody who they don't know if he'd been blocked or banned by him or something like that. Along your lines anyway. But no,
yeah,
but
showing.
Lennox Lewis called him out on it. He never responded to it.
Be safe.
Okay, Tony's got one and Eddie has another. Do you have any nominations first of all, Rob? And if not, tell us who you're going for.
Yeah, there's a funny piece we're talking about bits from yeah. We're talking about bits to watch with the viruses on. There's a good DJ Vlad interview with Zab Judah. It's about an hour long, but it's broke up into loads of different parts. But he talks about when he signed with Don King. The Don King basically sat him in a room and was like, "Fuck Bob Arum, that Jew motherfucker. You need to be with the black man." And he was like, Judah just went all for it. Like he said he's the smoothest pimp in boxing because all the boxers are his whores. And he said every fighter that you meet says Don King. They know the stories about Don King, but they just say, "Well, I have a business manager and I have a lawyer, and he's not going to do it to me." And he goes, "That was me." Like, and then after the Floyd Mayweather fight, he was $1.5 million short, fucking with Don King. So I thought that was pretty good. But the Fowler one, like, is fucking unbelievable. The fact that Lennox Lewis got involved and the CBD oil company checked him and was like, "This information is not helpful at the time. We don't need to be trying to exploit people who are panicking or giving them false information." And then he said it was just a joke. Yeah. So couldn't even own it. Fowler. Kidda. But
the ironic thing as well, Rob, sorry, just the first point you were talking about, King going on about Arum. Sure, Judah's family are black Hebrew Israelites, aren't they? Like a sort of Jewish offshoot or whatever it is. So, I mean, you know, it's just bizarre character done.
He said another good one about his dad when he fought Mickey Ward, that Mickey Ward hit him in the liver and he thought he broke his ribs. And he went back to the corner and said to the dad to stop the fight. And the dad was like, "Stop what fight? Use your other fucking ribs. Get out there," like a fucking ball step to him.
Yol. He was quite the character, wasn't he, Yol Judah?
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty good. But it's got Eddie as well. No fucking surprise that Eddie. A lot of spite in Eddie's comments recently. No coincidence, maybe to do with Fury doing the business on Wilder and his guy being back to number 2. A lot of kind of spite in his comments directed at the opposition, like saying that his competitors are going to be feeling it harder. Well, hopefully not, man. People have jobs and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Just because you're going to be all right, you know what I mean? So, typical Eddie Hearn, like, isn't it? Context Eddie Hearn.
Oh, but the pound note, boy.
There's 2 for Eddie, 1 for Fowler then. Gabe, who you going for? Or any nominations, indeed?
No nominations from me. Man, that's really close, but Fuck. I don't know who I pick. I've been going back and forth the whole time while you've been talking.
It has to be Tony Fowler.
Has to be Eddie.
That's what I mean.
You know what? I'm gonna tie it up. I'm gonna go with Fowler.
Yes.
You Texas KKK living motherfucker.
That's who Fury was communicating to, wasn't it, in the ring, Gabe?
That fella as well, like, only I wouldn't want to give more shine to that. Whoever the fuck made that video was at it. Like, what the fuck?
I hope the Dallas Cowboys go bankrupt, you cunt.
I think, ironically, like, he was accusing Stitch Duran or someone of doing the white power side. Like, Stitch Duran, the Mexican. Fucking hell.
Right, as usual, I've lost completely track of the thread here. Who's going for who? Who have I voted? Have I voted for anybody? I can't even remember.
You got to pick a winner.
Eddie. It's got to be Eddie.
No, it's got to be Fowler.
It's got to be Eddie.
Fowler.
Come on, Steve.
Fowler.
Come on now. Steve, come on now. You got to decide and vote, Steve. Come on now. Don't be a librarian here.
Steve, before you vote,
Eddie.
let me throw out why I went with Fowler instead. So both of them were equally deserving, and I think we could have a co-winner here. But I went with Eddie Hearns won so many fucking awards of Bellew of the Week over the last span of this pod.
Yeah.
That I thought we got to give one to Fowler.
Don't let it influence you, Steve. Eddie's a vote. It makes sense, you know, Del Boy. Come on, you know it makes sense. Come on, Steve. Rob, back me up here for fuck's sake.
I don't think Rob cares. No, I've got to go for Fowler. I think I've got to go for Fowler.
Yes.
You wanker. Come on, fuck, man. Eddie's actually.
We need to get him a few sales, Andy, man, with the CBD. Come on.
Eddie Hearn is talking about profiteering off the dead.
Exactly.
You know,
this is what Fowler's getting the CBD. This is the perfect time.
Day of the week.
Fucking end of the day, Andy Fowler's basically trading under the fucking illegal Trade Descriptions Act, saying they fucking cures fucking SARS and coronavirus and that. Eddie Hearn's talking about fucking his competitors going bust. He's in a good position to take over, and an opportunity like that you can swallow up the fucking the dividends. It's just basically if we're on a war footing here, right, Eddie Hearn's is basically going to be Oscar Schindler. He's going to fucking basically reap the rewards. You can fucking vote for Anthony Fowler, who's just a scouse prick. Come on, the fuck. Come on, change your thought. Eddie Hearn the winner here. Come on, Steve. Come on, Ozzy. Come on, Gabe.
Negative.
We'll have to give an interim to Eddie or something this week. We'll have to give him Gilberto to give him the WBA.
Tony Fowler is the one because he's trying to come up with medical reasons to combat the virus when experts have come out and said there is no cure. What do you think CBD oil is? So, but at the same time,
have you got Corona working on you as we speak?
I think yeah.
Oh, is my microphone on?
Yeah, you sound like you're on a ventilator, mate.
We're going to put you into Google Translate there, Rob. It's coming up as Corona on the other side.
Yeah, Rob's on the ventilator. Rob has got the virus and he's on the ventilator now.
Listen, better viruses than that are after trying to get me, and I'm alright.
Right, let's finish up then. I'm going to have to go for Fowler, I'm afraid, boys. Sorry to disappoint the twosome there. It's going to have to be Fowles for CBD, man. He's come to a different level. Eddie gets it. Eddie's got too much going for him. Fowler needs a break, man. He got put on his arse by Fitzgerald. He knocked out that clown with the bad shoes the other week. We need to help him out here. This is the time when people come together. Well, no, you're not supposed to come together, are you? This is the time where we metaphorically come together and put an arm around Fowler. Not actually, because you're not allowed to touch people, but you know what I'm saying here. You with me, Ozzy?
Back-to-back wins for Anthony Fowler. I mean, look, huge win over Theophilus Tete last week, explosive knockout, and now he's taking down the Bellew of the Week award. Look, the world's his oyster when it comes to Anthony Fowler. CBD oil in his pocket. Who knows where he'll get to next?